Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First down throw for Prescott. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pollard going to try the right side. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Off play action. Fields steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 45 on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again is Fields. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On third down, Herbert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. picked off by Jalen Johnson. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Calais. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.